What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're taking a first look at the new map Retreat in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is brand new. Nobody's ever seen gameplay from this map before. In fact, this video just went up over on IGN, so credit to them. I'll link them down in the description. But yeah, it's a really cool map, super unique, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's pretty badass. So anyway, the story behind this map is it's an Atlas resort out in China. Atlas is like the big, private military corporation led by Kevin Spacey, the bad guy. So, it's super nice, super rich and hoity-toity. You can see this big pool we're jumping over, private helicopters off in the distance. There's like lush gardens and trees and nice hardwood and stone and like all kinds of stuff going on. So it's a pretty unique place to be fighting in, which is kind of cool. And then also, they said in the video that the layout of the map is a traditional 3-lane design with some awesome stuff scattered throughout, particularly in the middle of the map that kind of breaks up that traditionalness, I guess you could say, with the boost jumping and with the exo abilities. It's kind of like a theme in Advanced Warfare. Like, rather than having these traditional 3 lanes, there's things you can jump over and walls you can get over and, different shortcuts you can take and stuff like that, which is kind of like a theme in Advanced Warfare. But yeah, they said this map is great for objective game types, really good for domination, really good for CTF, hardpoint, things like that, where like cutoffs are a really big deal. There seem to be a lot of little shortcuts and ways that you can kind of flank around the enemy and cut them off and stop them from moving to the next point and stuff like that. So, obviously that's going to be a lot of fun. And then it also kind of looks like it caters a little bit more to that medium to long range gameplay. You can see like up on that pool deck right here, really these like long lanes on the side, assault rifles are going to just mow people down. Sniper rifles back in the back are going to take people out pretty easily. You could use kind of like an SMG or a shotgun in these interior areas like this room right here. But I think for the most part, this is going to be a little bit more a long range engagement type map. So yeah, I don't know, it looks pretty sweet. Like, I'm really impressed with this map as well as a lot of the other maps that we've seen in this game so far. Like, so far we've seen Riot, which is the prison map that we played Hardpoint on. Then we saw Ascend, which is that space station that was super long. We played CTF on it. Then there was Biolab, which is the snowy map that we played TDM on. And then finally Defender, the one with the big tidal wave that comes in that we played the new game mode Uplink on. When you think about all of these maps, first of all, their sizes are like good but not too big. Like they're good size maps. So, nice medium size maps. They're not too small, it's not too in your face, but it's also not too big. Like, I feel like that's one of the biggest complaints about Ghost is the maps were just a little bit too big. Like, sometimes it took too long to find somebody. Sometimes you felt like you were running forever, especially on some of the ones like Whiteout or Stonehaven or things like that. And when you look at these maps, like, they're good size. They allow you to get your bearings, and I feel like you aren't going to be spawning on top of people, but at the same time, you're going to be a few steps away from the action at all times, and that's kind of what you want in Call of Duty. And then also, if you look at a lot of these maps we've seen so far are kind of like more catered towards the old school Call of Duty maps that I feel like a lot of people miss, like those, traditional 3-lane designs where it's a little bit more predictable where people are going to go. I feel like a lot of Ghost maps, there's just a lot of randomness that happens, and some people like that, but also that's what leads to, getting shot in the back all the time because you never really know where to expect the enemies because there's a million different places for them to be. Well, in this game, I feel like you can control the spawns and control the lanes and, do that sort of thing better. These 3-lane design maps, this one right here is a great example. There's a lane up the middle and a lane on each side. There's also Riot, which is another great example. Pretty much the same thing. Lane up the middle in that interior area, and then a lane on both sides. Ascend was even more of an example of this. Like, you can't get any more 3-lane than that. That literally had 3 specific lanes going down each side of the space station. Biolab was not quite the same. It wasn't quite a 3-lane map. It was a little bit more circular. The kind of gameplay, you didn't really go at the enemies. You seemed to kind of like constantly flanking around them. And so was Defender in that same regard. But at the same time, like, those maps, it didn't seem as crazy when I was playing it. Now, granted, I wasn't playing against, public players, and things may change once the game comes out and once everybody gets their hands on the controllers, but just so far, it seems like these maps are built, kind of more in the old school Call of Duty fashion, which I think is going to be really, really good. I think it's going to make, public matches a lot more fun. The people who actually pay attention and play as a team and kind of like, know the spawns and know where people are going to go and know the kind of like patterns of traffic are going to thrive. I think that's a good thing. I think you should have that example, if you're somebody who takes the game a little bit more seriously and pays attention to that kind of stuff. And then also, I think it's going to make it a lot better for competitive. Like, I think a lot of these maps are going to be great for the competitive guys. It's going to make the competitive scene even better for those of you guys that are fans of that. So, yeah, there you guys have it. This, my friends, was the new map Retreat. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the Advanced Warfare map so far. I'm pretty excited about this game. We're only a couple of months away. It can't come soon enough. And thank you guys so much for watching. As more information comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Check out my YouTube screen if you've seen yet. Peace out, guys.